Hello, everyone. Oh, jeez. I just blasted everyone's ears out. This is the Generic Live Show. This is episode number 8, and it's recorded... Whoa, hang on. Technical issues. Never mind. This is the Generic Live Show, episode number 8, recorded Wednesday, the 27th of August, 2014. And I'm going to post this to the applicable social networks, and then we're going to get going. Because that's how that's going to work. Alright, actually, oh yay. Yay, something that's working. What is this? And we're just going to jump straight in because we are running a tad bit behind, which is okay, but yeah, I'd like to get going as promptly as possible. Today's going to be distracting. I'm blue. Why the hell is my camera blue? I don't know. Alright, we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. What? Hello everyone and welcome to the Generic Live Show. This is the Generic Live Show, August 2014. I'm Dale Campbell, and this is the show where we deliver your weekly dose of genericness from around Australia and the world. I don't know why I said world like that. It just happened. World. Fabulous world. This is episode number 8. Yeah, it's the third week, fourth week of doing this. Third week, fourth week. You know, yeah, I'm losing track of the numbers already. We're already up to 8. So yeah, hey, it's all relative. Who cares about numbers when you have headlines? I can't find my button. There's my button right there. Crunchy deadlines. Crunchy deadlines. You know, I try my best to be as generic as I can on this show. But I can tell you something that is also generic. It's official. After plenty of rumors of both Google and Amazon buying massively popular video game stream service Twitch, Amazon has fallen to peer pressure and made it official. Amazon is buying Twitch for $970 million in cash, although figures of up to $1 billion have been released, though it is yet to go through government approval. Amazon's Jeff Bezos is pretty excited about the deal and apparently about video gaming. Also, coming to Twitch is the new service where people stay up late at night reading audiobooks in the comfort of their own home. And yeah, got that going for you. In other news, passengers on domestic Virgin and Australia flights, yes, Australian Central News, along with domestic and international Qantas flights, can use their iPads, Kindles, and other personal electronic devices on a gate-to-gate basis as of Tuesday, the 26th of August. That was, guess what? Yesterday. In plain language, that means you were able to keep your kit switched on and used from the moment you step onto your Qantas or Virgin Australia flight through to when you get to leave the plane. Virgin Australia will adopt the new rules from the first flights on Tuesday morning, while Qantas will follow suit as of 3 p.m. So Qantas kind of introduced it later. Let's see. The exceptions to the new rules are mobile phones and other devices with a transmitting capacity to remain in flight mode, and laptops due to their weight being greater than 1 kilogram. Doesn't count as a personal device. And, of course, as the Australian Flight Authority would like to remind us that you do actually have to pay attention during the pre-takeoff safety briefing. Just a disclaimer that was sent to me to say that, of course. Welcome to the world of the extremely low-cost smartphone. Speaking of personal devices that you cannot use from gate to gate on Qantas and Virgin Australia flights so far, at least if that's the case if you live in India for low-end smartphones, not the gate-to-gate. Mozilla's feature phone-priced smartphone went on phone sale on its phone website. Snapdeal.com, India's largest e-marketplace, the company announced on Monday. The Firefox OS-powered Cloud FX sells for 2,490 rupees, but is currently available at a 20% discount at 1,999 rupees. That's around 33 US dollars, approximately. This was as of Monday. The Cloud FX is 1/4 of the cost of the first phone in Google's low-cost Android One phone program. Mozilla wants Cloud FX, built by Indian smartphone maker Intex Technologies, to be an affordable alternative to quote-unquote dumb feature phones that will help people in developing countries gain full internet access. By running Firefox OS, Mozilla's mobile operating system that runs on web-based apps, Mozilla is hoping that Firefox will thrive in a mobile world that is yet to warm up to the mobile version of the web browser. Interesting. Also in the news, Call of Duty Battlefield, Medal of Honor. Many of the best-selling video games in history are all about putting the players in the mindset of wars that could be happening right outside their windows. But the politics and consequences surrounding these international armed conflicts often get sidetracked amongst the set pieces and the explosion. One video game sets to shift the focus and see how war really affects people's lives. The Sun Also Rises, being made by the indie studio Horse Volume. Hang on, I have to play a clip. This requires me to play a clip. Hang on. Hold on to your butts. Yep, here we go. Every time I mention a horse, this clip has to be played. Oh, crunchy roll time for my horse noise. That could be a title. You never know. I don't even know her other two members of Savannah College of Art and Design wants to take an official track on the global war on terror that has influenced domestic and international policies for more than a decade. While video games has been set in some of the same hotspots where actual battles are being fought, The Sun Also Rises developer August Early thinks that they've gotten some critical things wrong. Quote, the majority of popular war games are intended to be for entertainment purposes. Inevitably, people's perceptions are disordered, naturally. He said over email. The fosterer's ignorance when Karaski, Pakistan is decepted as an Arabic-speaking country. It's kind of terrifying. when these games suggest the use of military force for domestic policing. The war on terror isn't even anything like playing field where two teams face off to each other in an arena. So basically we're getting the real war is coming to your living rooms by real men on horses. I could not find real men on horses because that's got that going for me. As long as it has this, I'm all good.
Men on horses.
Whoa. Okay. Finally in the news, Illinois in America. I'm sorry. Illinois was hit by heavy rain and it experienced some flash flooding. What's this got to do with the price of glue in China, you might ask? WGN's news team took to the scene using the trustly good old helicopter to fly over the people's now flooded estates and display the extent of the damage. Obviously, people's properties being damaged by floodwaters is a serious matter. That is no joking matter. However, when the WGN copter flew over a certain guy's backyard, the news team couldn't help but get distracted and laugh by the obscurity of what some people get up to in flash flooding. One of the examples was a big green creature that could easily be mistaken for the Incredible Hulk. I really do want to see a comic where the Hulk saves people from flash flooding. Has that ever happened in the history of ever? And if it has, please, mother of gosh, let me know via email. Dale@chefwondermedia.com. If someone emails me the Hulk crossover with flash flooding, or Hulk saving people from flash flooding, you will get all of the internet love from me. There's your look at the headlines. Hey, I'm still going to drill it into you because that's what a sponsor spot is for, right? Right. If you want to message it here, by the way, feel free to drop me a message if you want something different put into the halfway intermission time thing here. Right, mostly. Mostly. Tweaked Audio is sponsoring this show with their 7 styles and 7 colors. Durability is their priority. Hey, that's a good slogan for them. I just made that up. Yay! Lifetime warranty. Make you look stylish in the best way possible. Tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code GEEK, that's GEEK, at checkout for 33% off your order. 33% off at tweakedaudio.com. And for an American company to offer free shipping worldwide, that's a big deal. So go to tweakedaudio.com at checkout. But if you want to support us on a regular basis, a monthly basis, if you will, head on. We are affiliated with the Geek.io network, and they have a Patreon at patreon.com/geek.io. And if you like this show, and you'll probably like all of the other shows on the network that kind of have this style. So give a little, give a lot, give until it hurts, or don't. Patreon.com/geek.io. Well, we have an interesting topic again this week. Thank you everyone for your feedback on last week's discussion point about the Facebook Messenger app. That got a lot of feedback, and I really do appreciate the feedback, so please do keep it coming. This week's topic is about how much of a struggle Netflix is apparently going to have when they attempt to enter the Australian market. I would like to say for the record that I got this inspiration from Chris Pash of Gizmodo, and I literally had a geekasm when I saw this, because this is my jam. I literally am studying this at the moment, so yeah, this is kind of in my wheelhouse right now. And they mention in the Chris mentions in the article that there's difficulty to be had when entering the US, when entering the Australian market, simply because it's not as common here, I guess, for people to use internet streaming services. I mean, we've got internet streaming services here in Australia where you can kind of stream videos and the works. I mean, Quick Flicks is kind of the major competitor in this market space. They basically at the moment control. They are basically the Netflix of Australia. However, upon doing research about this afternoon, I've put a lot of effort into this. I could dedicate a whole half-an-hour show to this, but I will try and keep my argument simple. QuickFlix offers only 60,000 titles. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems really low to me. Really, really low. But it's you gotta factor in copyright and that sort of thing as well. I use Netflix, full disclaimer. And QuickFlix, apart from the bias, of course, using Netflix, for $9.95 on QuickFlix, for $9.95 you can stream all viewing that you want onto 5 internet connected devices. However, if you want to only, their prices then kind of break down into different categories. They kind of break down into the let's offer different packages. So you can stream the latest movies for $9.95 each, or if you want the latest TV shows only from those 60,000 titles, then you'll have to pay $2.99, or you can purchase a season pass. Now, a lot of you are thinking to yourself, what the heck? I'm thinking that too, so don't worry, you're not the only one. So that's our main offering right now. A study done by Pocketbook in looking at their consumer spending kind of identifies. I'll read that verbatim because it's referenced in the article. Netflix is launched in 2015, posing a significant threat to the local competition, including, haven't got to this argument, but cable companies are a big threat in this space. Even prior to its official launch, Australia's subscribing to the service in hordes. The share of Netflix users has grown from 10% to 28% of the total pie of media rental and subscription services. Netflix customers also stay longer, with 82% retention rate after 60 days, in comparison to, wait for it, 34% of Foxtel and only 39 for quick flicks. 39% retention rate. That is appalling for a company. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, what does that matter? Well, think of it this way. Australians currently have to use a VPN service. Hopefully ProXPN, use Geek20 at checkout for 20% off your order, starting with the low price of $6.99 a month. But that aside, I digress. That aside, a number of studies have shown that Australians would Australians would jump over to Australian Netflix to make it kind of legitimize it, to kind of make it seem like a legal option. That's its kind of approach, and that is the Netflix approach. So I just think that if Netflix was to launch in Australia, they would have to. Okay, so moving off quick flicks for a second, I would like to say for the record that their second biggest hurdle, so competition with quick flicks, not really a big deal. However, quick flicks does have a kind of monopoly in this market already. Kind of where it has the whole pie, and Quizflix is kind of worried that Netflix will eat their pie. So they've got that to worry about, which I don't see that as too much of a concern. However, Fairfax Media has teamed up with Win Television. For American listeners, I'll set some context, but that's our free view over one of the free TV channels we have here. So they've teamed up with Fairfax Media to potentially deliver an online service of their own to kind of tap into that market. With that in mind, cable companies, is there a kind of other worry? Cable companies don't want Netflix. They don't. Think about it. An all-you-can-eat buffet. Think of it a la carte. Think of it. All the restaurants in your local area, right, are a la carte restaurants. What happens when an all-you-can-eat buffet opens up? Suddenly the a la carte are going, whoa, we don't want this. We have control over, people have to pay. But they can get all you can eat. Now, whoa, what is this? Maybe it'll drive competition with the cable companies. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because Telstra has 50% share in them now. That's why you see Foxtel over Telstra. My T-Box, which is downstairs, kind of prompts Foxtel channels. That's a different topic for a different day. So we'll talk about that another time. They don't want all you can eat services to come in. They don't. Why would they want that? Another thing too is the licensing. I will stop that. No, it's not really that. It's different distributors. We've talked about, we've kind of touched on this with the copyright stuff, where different countries have different licenses and different permits to do things in different countries, and we can kind of see that with the US Netflix, the Canadian Netflix, and the UK Netflix, all strive in their own countries with the offerings that they have. That they strive somehow. So the licensing issue can be a bit annoying to work around, yes. However, you can kind of work. You can find it a bit annoying, but you can work your way around that. That is an issue. However, you can kind of work your way around that. 10 also is actively to see potentially going to become a local partner with Netflix. So, yay, you're going to get Under the Dome on Australian Netflix, which we all can't wait for that, can we? Yes, we actually can't wait for that. I still have, somewhere here, not here on my desk, but somewhere here, the first season of Under the Dome. And I'm never going to remind myself of that show ever again. So, we're going to move on. But no, please let me know if you've got any feedback on that topic. I'm looking forward to Netflix opening up here. It's going to be interesting. However, Netflix has to be aware that there are big streaming struggles down under, and they have to kind of work their way around them to kind of enter into our market. But no, I just want to really thank Chris Pash for writing that article and kind of sparking this conversation. And the article will be in the show notes for this episode as well. So have fun. Who will then contribute to the comments? I'm going to get out of those and get out of here. Where you can find us. I'll say the regular spiel, and then I have 2 announcements. We are affiliated with Geeko Podcast Network, like I mentioned before, geek-io.com/GLS. Chefwonder.com. No, we're not affiliated with Pooh. Yeah, well, chefwonder.squarespace.com/GLS, gplus.to/generic live show for the Google Plus page, youtube.com/generic live show where all the video archives are, and patreon.com/geekio to support us on a monthly basis. Also, which leads into my other announcement, we now have a Facebook page. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with that yet, but we'll see where that leads us. It's at facebook.com/generic live show. That is correct, I believe. Yes, it is. Facebook.com/generic live show. Yay. I remember things. And second announcement, we have our first guest on the show next week. What? You have to think to yourself, yes, I have to pull up next week's doc. Chris Lohman, president of the Department of Gaming, Magic, and Anime at the James Cook University, will be joining us to joining us on our way through, joining me on my way through. Why do I keep using several pronouns? He'll be joining me on the show next week to help deliver the genericness. And we've got a pretty cool topic lined up for next week, so do stay tuned for that. Same place, same bad channel. And if you want to be a guest on the show too, please just let me know. It's not a big deal. Come on! I don't know how I was going for that. Hey, that pretty much wraps it up in a bow. It's been fun. I look forward to Wednesdays now. This is nice, and I just appreciate more and more live listeners, more and more feedback, and it's just so heartwarming to know that there is a demand for me to enter the generic live show market. No one does it as generically as I do. Alright everyone, thank you for joining me, and we will see you all next week. Bye for now.
You're listening to a proud member of the Chef Wonder Podcast Network. To find out more about this and other shows, visit chefwonder.squarespace.com. Hope you like 2014.
You have been listening to a part of the Geek.io Podcast Network.
Loud noises!
Visit us at geek-io.com for all of our great shows.
The pressure is building slowly, inexorably inside me. Oh my.
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's bad for you. Go figure out how it works.
Geek.io. Copyright 2014.
I want to get out of here. I want to leave this place right now.
I love it when it waits until the end of the show for my microphone to crap itself. Yay! Huzzah! That was fun. Stay on for some post-show goodness. So I'm just up between two potential show titles. Big streaming struggles down under, or entering the generic live market. Or something different. Yeah, I'm not too fast. Yeah, audio. Audio is a bit of a pain. Mainly because I can't seem to find the right balance. Voice was fine, I think, throughout the show. Except I don't want to play that again. Except for when I play clips, it gets a bit funny. Oh, so now it's fine. Maybe.
I buried him. No.
Okay. I don't know what that is. I can't tell you, but I don't know. Still just getting into this, so people still liking my status from 9 o'clock this morning. Ah. So when I speak quieter, I suppose you'll get this in about 30 seconds. When I speak quieter, does it crunch? Or does it not crunch when I'm quieter? I suppose this doesn't have to be on air. Why am I still broadcasting this? Post-show business, so I call this. So, while I wait 30 seconds for a reply, I'm going to stop this broadcast. No, stop the local recording. And I'm probably super loud. Or is that only when... Or is that only when I start recording is when I get super loud? I think that's when I start recording I get super loud. Which is odd. I don't know what that is. That might be just an XSplit thing. Going, let's turn all your knobs to full because you want that. You really want that. But it's a lot better this week than what it was. If I can get it all not to be crunchy, that'd be great. But if I can get most of it, if I could get most of it to be not crunchy. Zero. That would be good. Let me open up my local copy program. Shall I? I really need to go to the bathroom, but I'm going to stay here and drink some more water because that makes a world of sense. I need to pee. Let me drink more water. Also, I don't think. Oh, jeez. I don't think the delay is that bad. I think I've got I think I've got the delay down well. Let's see. Yeah, it's a lot better than last week. I think if I save Let's see. I'm going to turn my microphone off for a second. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow. There we go. Um, yeah, I'm using four, saying I'm using 4 packets with 10 milliseconds packet time. So I'm assuming, see, if I lower the packets, the quality decreases. It's packet time, I guess. So I was playing with it before. Oh, that's right. What is it? He doesn't like me anymore. What does he love me? I didn't